What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Forge. Today we're gonna go ahead and take a look at my stop motion setup, and I made some changes, so I wanted to share that with you and show you what's been working for me. And yeah, that's what we're doing today. So before we get started, remember, if you like the videos, hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, you can always subscribe down below for more tips and animations. So we're gonna get right into it, and so I'm gonna move the camera over and I'll show you where I'm at. Okay, so here we go. We've got our basics set up. I'm going to move this over just a little bit. So what I've got is a solid table now. Let me move this over just a little more. Oh my God, there we go. All right, so I got the solid table I picked up from Goodwill for like 10 bucks. I still have my my arm. It's 3 hinge arm. So I like this one. It's a pivot arm. And I can put this onto the table. Before, I had a table that was plastic. It was a fold open table, and I hated it because it kept on moving. Everything kept moving and shifting. So this solid table, it's wood, it's solid base, definitely has been helping with the stop motions. And then we've got the arm again, like I said, that's definitely helping too, because I can just prop it up, move it over, and it is super sturdy. So if you watch any of my videos, you'll notice it's not really moving. Nothing's really moving anymore. So I do have the backgrounds, of course. Those are for sale on my website. I do need to buy my domain name. I did buy my domain name. I need to link it up though. But those are the backgrounds I've been using. They're 36 inch by 18 inch high, and high resolution backgrounds inspired by, I think this one's inspired by Street Fighter. So I like it. It's great. It works for me. I used it in my last animation. Check that out if you want. Okay, so I do have paint. So I've got some paint that I use for blood splatter. I use water-based paint, and I just wipe it right off with a towel. So that's also helpful when I want to have some natural effects, and I don't want to use like any CGI or anything like that. Got my scissors, got my letter opener. Let's see. Oh, one thing I did start using is these little clips. So I bought these little clips from Harbor Freight. You can get them probably from anywhere, but basically I can kind of put the figure like almost like nothing now. I had a few of them set up, so like they don't fall over now, which is super helpful, because if I put them out of frame, so if I just put like the leg out of frame for my animation, it definitely makes it easier. And then I can get some of that sticky putty. I do use that sticky putty. And then I'll just boop right down, and he's not going anywhere for the most part. Obviously it's not perfect, but it's so much better than just like trusting the stance and all that stuff. So if I can cut the legs out, I will definitely try to use that. The clips are super helpful there, so love that. I still have my little rolling rig. So I made a mess. Let me clean up that real quick. Okay, so I still have my rolling rig right here, which is pretty cool. It works for the most part. And one thing I did is I got a flat surface. I think it's poster board or something like that from the dollar store. So I got 2 poster boards and taped them together. And it's basically a foam board, so it makes rolling this around a lot easier. This is just like a phone stand and a piece of wood with some rollers on. These are 1-inch casters, they're called. So I screwed those into the bottom, and I have a little rolling rig now that I can do for panoramic shots when I'm doing photography if I want to. I don't use that as much though. I've definitely been using the arm a lot more. Super awesome. I do still have my lights. So these little lights are from the dollar store. They were like $5. You plug them into your phone or whatever. You plug them into a USB and you get lights. And I got a remote for that. So that it did come with the, where is it? You got to hit it on the, here we go. So we got different colors, and we got the off and the brightness. So that's always helpful. I do like that. And another set, I do have more lights. Gotta have all the lights, guys. So let's see, where did I put the other lights? I don't know where I put the other lights. Oh, here they are. I got these other lights from AutoZone, and these are really cool, guys. I can like get, you see how that works? Oh, it's like a little spotlight. That is so cool. I love that. These are so cool. These were like $6. I got 2 of them. And they're like $6 a piece from AutoZone. Do have my sticky tack, sticky putty thing. That's from Walmart. That was like $4. So those, I did try to save money, but this is like the best setup I have right now. I do have my lights, so I have this light, and I have another light over here, and I have another light right here, and I've got a light on me, basically. So I had 4 lights. Definitely was helpful there too. And then if I'm going to pivot this up just a little bit, you could see if I go up, I actually put a piece of wood into the wall. And so what I'll do for my unboxing videos now, so I had this like little photo booth type of thing, really cumbersome, really big, and kind of annoying. So what I do now is I take this arm and I'll prop it up like this, and then I can do my unboxing videos like that. So that's what I'm doing now for my unboxing. Not really much of a change there. I do have my little mat that I'll use for unboxing. That is right here. This was a $20 mat from Walmart, and so I don't use it much lately, but definitely will be using that again. Okay, and back to stop motion tips, stop motion stuff. I did rig up this like piece of wood with some Jenga blocks, and then I got like this wire. This was like from a garden ornament, and so I bent it, drilled a hole through this, and and then I had to paint this, and then I got some clips. So let's see if that zooms. Let's see if I can get it to zoom. Oh no, zoom. I got this clip, and I super glued it, and I threw some baking soda on it. When you do that, it like super cements it basically, so it's not going anywhere, and it's an immediate reaction. So you guys should try that. That was a pretty fun science project. So now I basically have this thing, and I bought these bricks, and I just wrapped them in tape so that I wouldn't have brick dust on me. And I'll put it on this, and I can I have one of my guys rigged up already. I got Dalsim ready to go. He's ready to levitate. I use this little green thing, and it's green because I'll just edit it out in post, as they say. It gets edited out in post, and so I can like adjust things like this, and then so I don't like his, I want him to be more even. And then if I want to go up, I can always just let's see, can you guys even see that? Let me move this out of the way. Oh my gosh, making him, all right, there we go. So he's kind of levitating like this. Ooh, it's magic. And then if I really like want to make them, obviously I want them to be higher because that's dumb, so I'll stick them up like that. Let's see, we could go really high, and I'll put Vega right next to Dalsim, so you could see like how he's like levitating now. Wah! There we go. And so I can do, and then I can just bend the wire to like even him out and stuff, and then I can move this back and forth. Can move him all around as like I can make him like move and stop motion, guys, and then I'll just edit this out in post. So that is pretty cool. I like these. These are really cool. It does hold sometimes without the brick, but the brick is so perfect for this. So brick was like $1, wood was like $1, this was like $1. So these came in a pack, so that was like $1. And of course, Dalsim was $29.99. You can pick him up on Amazon. Links in the description below. All right, so that's my prop rig for getting them lifted off the ground. And then I use Jenga blocks for a lot of stuff. So I have Jenga blocks to make my props, big props. So I guess this was like a table or something for one of my videos. So, you know, Jenga. And then that's one of the stop motion things I've been using. I think that's most of it. I got the monitor now. Of course, I use that for unboxings, but I'll just jam out and stuff, and I'll put on whatever with my screen share. Let's see, what else is there for stop motion tips today? Oh yeah, I got the wood. I got the flooring still. The flooring actually is working a lot better with this setup because I can just unroll it now and stick it right on there. And this one is the brick tiles or brick pavement. I don't know what you want to call it. And I'll just roll that up and put that away when I'm done with it. And then I have the grass one, which is artificial turf. It's not really artificial turf. It's more like a golf putting green turf that I bought from Home Depot. This was like $10, so that's like my grass that I use for more realism. And then I got some sticks from outside. obviously I just want to have some little props, so I throw some sticks down sometimes. Oh no, Vega, you got defeated by a stick. That seems appropriate, lore accurate. So I'll throw sticks down or whatever I want. And yeah, and then I just get jamming. So that's kind of my current stop motion setup. I do have a microphone now because my voice was sounding like hot garbage. So we do have that. It's a Moano, so I'll link that in the description too. But my favorite things I think that I wanted to show were these little clips, man. These clips are dope. I did my last animation. It was a Demon Slayer / Samurai Champloo stop motion animation, and so that's so dope, man. Like, you could just stand them up like nothing, dude. And so you just clip, I would just clip these in, and then he's up, he's oh no, so I'm obviously, it's not perfect, but I mean, it's a lot easier to do this, so I could see like where he needs to, like, yeah, it's not bad. And I could just kind of bend them into place. Obviously, it doesn't seem like it's going to work now. It's like when you try and show your parents something, you're like, watch, mom. And then it doesn't work. So it's been working. There we go. All day long, it's been working. And so this is kind of what I'll do now. So it's super easy to set these up now with these little clips. Love these clips, guys. Buy some clips. They were like $2, guys. So boom. Let's see if I can... see if I can get them propped. Yep, there we go. Easy stuff, guys. The lights are super important, though. Pro tips, the lights are important. If you're doing your stop motion, having some way to edit this stuff out. I use my phone, so I use my Note 9 to do the editing and get this stuff out for some frames. I don't have to use it for all of it. And I think my final tip, guys, again, good lighting. Having some good ways to stand up your figures is important. And my last and final tip for the day is when you do your recordings, guys, you want to, like, the way I do my animations is I don't usually take pictures. What I usually do is I'll record. So I'm pushing play and pause a lot. And what I'm doing is I'll push play and then I'll pause. And then I'll move the figure and I'll push play and pause and move the figure again. And then I'll take that, and if you see my videos, you know I kind of do remakes. So I'll have a reference video and I'll try to time it. I'll speed up my video to make it kind of match the same time frame as the other one. And if I do it right, it's a lot easier to match up. It makes it really easy. There's a lot less editing I need to do. But that's kind of the way I do my editing with the play pause method. So let me know if you've ever tried that, or if you've tried something different. But that's kind of the tips that have been working for me. I just wanted to take a quick minute to share, and that's pretty much all I got, though. If you have any tips for me, let me know in the comments, and if you find anything that works in this video, of course, let me know what works. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. So guys, that's pretty much all I have for today, though. I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.